Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. In the last episode, we wrapped up our investigation, met Trilo the puppet, who was proposing to Regina, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I can't just function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? Stop throwing cards! You don't have to think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly and warm up the crowd a little? I'd suggest you don't do that. Yeah, we can't have you flying around the courtroom. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you just try flying into the courtroom? A dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. If only it would be that simple. He's thinking about it? Oh god, I wouldn't mind if he got whipped to be snapped back into reality. And now, in the case of what the heck? What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if I called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage? Miss von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. You still lost. It did not count. Do you hear me? Don't worry, he's just in denial. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose anything. You lost already! God. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry and wrap this waste of time. You've already lost one case. I don't care if it doesn't count or not. Detective Tecumshoe, get up here. Now. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice sessions broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ow? I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report. Yay! Autopsy report. I don't remember if this is useful or not. Well, a blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. I think we just press and press and press, because I didn't see a contradiction in there. And if there is one in there, then that just shows how this is going to be. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches off the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What, is there something wrong with that first statement already? Holy crap, I didn't see anything wrong. Well, looking up the court record would be a pretty advisable idea. 940. There might be a contradiction here. I'm pretty sure. Because something doesn't seem right already. Or maybe that's just the game trying to throw you off like it always does. Regina the Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, which killed the cat, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. 10 p.m. Seems important. It's important. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the Ventriloquist went off the front gate and absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't have to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Okay. Thanks, Von Karma. Dead as a doornail? A wooden box? That's right. Okay, I had to do that, I'm sorry. It's like 10:32 a.m. It's the 13th. Wait, is it no, it's not Friday, okay. I think I heard something where it's like every day that starts with a Wednesday. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. Ask about... I might have to come back and press this again. The contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than a fork knot. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with... pepper? Pepper, why in the world was it locked in that big box? Might be, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and press this again, just in case, because I didn't get that because of that little stick I just pulled. I don't think the lock is important, but I'm gonna ask about it anyway. Lined with iron? Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box ow! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice to say, the box was really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Okay, I don't think the lock does matter. But even though it doesn't matter, it never hurts to know, because it might come back later. Blah 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 blah. And the lock, just because. So the box was locked? How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics teams took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Every word in that sentence was capitalized. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially when you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Yeah, thoughts are no contradictions, even though I thought there might have been one. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You know, we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper. We didn't just get that. We also got this autopsy report, this box, and this and that little bottle of pepper. Yeah. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Ha. To the puppet. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yep, and there we go, this is already punching Ben. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Weiss. I'm employed as an opera tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. I'm not singing. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. Trilo, you know better than to assault a judge? Shut up. I'm just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face. Wait, what? I want to punch you in the face on... on the off chance swelling would help. Okay. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. What's going on here? Order. I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my Ow! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. She's not saying much this time. Well, then again, we've only just got started. Once practice was over, I'll have to take with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading this way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. What? You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had a silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? But that's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right. Dress up, boy. Well, since you weren't with him, how can you... Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? Huh, he's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. Silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing a signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would have been no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss von Karma. Your prosecutor skills are unrivaled. Well done. The great rival, Franziska von Karma. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay. She's the boss. I think we're gonna hear this. I think we're gonna cross-examine this puppet in the next episode, so I'll see you guys then.